Hello friends, today our topic is to read and know about national parks. That's very important topic for any upcoming entrance examination or any government exams. So today we are going to see some important national parks and then all the national parks on the list. See, first of all, we are going to discuss wildlife sanctuaries and national parks in India. First is Bandipur National Park, that is located in Mysore, Karnataka. Here, important species are elephant, tiger, bear, sambar, and panther. In most of the places, you will find panther or the lion, tiger species as well. Next is Balfaram Sanctuary, that is found in Garo Hills, Meghalaya. That's very important, Balfaram. Here, the important species are tiger, elephant, bison, marble cat, red panda, wild water buffalo. If you will visit UP, then you must also visit Chandraprabha Sanctuary. You will find Asiatic lion, tiger, panther, Indian gazelle, and slot bear. Whereas we know that Jim Corbett National Park is very famous. That is located in Uttarakhand. Can you tell me something special about Jim Corbett? Anything that when it was made, it was founded, and what is it's famous for? What is the main importance about this one? So yes, Jim Corbett National Park is the first national park in India that was built in 1936. And previously, Jim Corbett National Park was known by the name of Heli National Park. And now the name Ramganga National Park is proposed name for Jim Corbett. So that's might be possible that Jim Corbett National Park will going to be known by the name of Ramganga, and where Uttarakhand. What are the species that we can found there? So this is elephant, tiger, sloth bear, nilgai, panther, and sambar. So please remember that it was the first national park of India in India. Next is Dachikam Sanctuary. That's again in the hilly areas, Jammu and Kashmir. Here, Hangul, Kashmir stag is found. Dudhwa National Park, very famous. Lakhimpur Khiri, UP, is the location of this one. Tiger, panther, sambar, nilgai are the species that again we can find. And here something the different species you can find is red panda at Balfakram Sanctuary, that is only can be found at Garo Hills, Meghalaya, and some different species we can notice is mm, Kashmir stag, that is Hangul, that is only can be found in Jammu and Kashmir. Is there any other one that you can find on its specific reason? Then you can mention below. Just like bison and marble cat, red panda are the very famous. That is actually can be only found at Balfaram Sanctuary at Meghalaya. Now let's see another piece and read it further. Rotate. Okay. So now this is Ghana Bird Sanctuary, which is also known by the name of known as Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary as well. The question can come in exam or arise in exam that Bharatpur Sanctuary is famous for which species? Then we will have to mark it as a bird sanctuary. It is a bird sanctuary that here birds are generally found there. Six Iberian cranes, spoonbill, heron-tail, stork, etc. Next is Gir National Park, very famous at Junagadh, Gujarat. Gir se Girnar, Gir National Park, Junagadh. There is actually very famous song of Jains dedicated to Lord Neminath, Tirthankar Neminath, where there is a Junagadhani Dharti Kehti, name Rajulini Preet Katha. So गिरनार पर्वत पर ही नेमिनाथ जी ने तब ध्यान किया था। और जूनागढ़ की धरती है जिसमें गिरनार पर्वत पर किया था। और यहाँ से तो बहुत अच्छे से लिंक कर सकते हैं गिर एक नाम रखा गया है जूनागढ़ में, गिर नाम रखा गया नेशनल पार्क का। that is at Junagadh, that is famous for sambar, nilgai, crocodile, rhinoceros. So rhinoceros here is something different that we found there. Otherwise, panther, sambar, sambar, lane guy, you are generally can be found anywhere. As we already read at previous page, it was already mentioned that panther, lion, and sambar, nilgai, etc. are actually famous. Actually, look, can be found easily, but few animals, just like few species, just like rhino, crocodile, stork, and birds, Ghana at Ghana Bird Sanctuary are rare. So this is a, I guess that's something that arises in exam that's very rare to be found. So here we learn that different species that can be only found at specific regions. Just like we found just that at Meghalaya, few of the species can only be found just like red panda, marble cat, etc. So the if we when we read the questions, then we must take into consideration that what is the most important species there, what are the different things, what can actually arise in exam as well. Next is Hazaribagh National Park. Where is it? At Hazaribagh, Jharkhand. Tiger leopard, saber, cheetah. Next is Jalad. If I guess I should take this. Next is Jaladpur Sanctuary, which is at West Bengal, famous for again tiger, leopard, sambar, and cheetah. Next is Kanha National Park, that where we know कि मोगली की जो मूवी बनी थी वो कान्हा नेशनल पार्क के बेस पे बनी थी. That is at Mandla in Balaghat region of Madhya Pradesh. Antelope, barking deer are different here species that we can found. Kazinaga, very famous national park at Assam, that is famous for one-horned rhino and wild buffalo. Next is Manas National Park. Manas. Next is Manas, that is again located at Assam, and it's also famous for one rhino, wild buffalo. So if we talk about Assam, then one rhino and one buffalo are some common animals that we found there. Next is Mount Abu Wildlife Sanctuary. Mount Abu पे हमारा जैन उसका जैन दिलवाड़ा टेम्पल है माउंट आबू पर. उसके राजस्थान में जो सबसे बड़ी श्रृंखला, अगर आप अरावली अरावली है ना, यस, अरावली के सबसे बड़ी शिखर माउंट आबू की गुरु शिखर कहलाती है ना. तो वहाँ पर दिलवाड़ा जैन टेम्पल हमारा सबसे ऊपर चोटी पे बना हुआ है. इफ़ यू फाइंड देन यू विल सी कि दैट्स वेरी ब्यूटीफुल टेम्पल दैट इज मेड अप ऑफ जस्ट द पिलर्स से ही बना है पूरा टेम्पल. Mount Abu, located at Rajasthan, and here famous species are jungle cat, leopard, pangolin, and where Rajasthan, Lord bear, etc. Next, Mudu Malai Sanctuary, where it is, where is the word Mudu Malai, etc., etc. Then that's something from the southern region, and here it's from the Nilgiri Hills, Tamil Nadu. Nilgiri Hills are the point where Tamil Nadu and Kerala's hills, western eastern ghats meet each other. Here the pigs can be found. Namdapha National Park, where is it? It is at Arunachal Pradesh, the northeastern point of India. Tiger elephant you can find there. Namdapha, Arunachal Pradesh, and where Palamu Tiger Reserve can be found. It is at Jharkhand. Just before we also talk about the Jharkhand, what was the name of that national park? Can you tell me? Yes, it was Hazaribagh. Hazaribagh National Park is also located at Jharkhand. So this one is here, and that's famous for tiger refuge. Next, Pakhal Wildlife Sanctuary. Where is it? It is at Telangana. अभी जस्ट कुछ रिसेंटली एग्जाम में पखाल आया था. इन जामिया एग्जाम में देखा गया था पखाल, फिर इसके बारे में भी आया था. सो हियर टाइगर panther, cheetah, nilgai. If we see now where tiger panthers are there, then cheetah, nilgai also are kept at same place, because I guess the environment is environment and habitat is similar to each other, and that's why surely when any national park is reserved or something, then take tiger, leopard, sambar, cheetah, nilgai are all in one categories of habitat. So that's why I guess whenever national park is for tiger, panther reserve, then they also reserve for cheetah, nilgai, and other as well. Next is Painch National Park. It's famous. It's located in Sinoi, Mampi, famous for again cheetah sambar, but also there is a Bengal tiger. Perrier National Park. Where is it? Perrier. Uh, I guess names also something like that. Na Perrier and Vegai. It's also in a southern region, so it must be easy to remember that Perrier is in Kerala, Idukki, and famous for panthers, so boar, gore, and salmon. His gore is something different. Next is Ranganathi 2, Bird Sanctuary. It's already clear from the name that is a bird sanctuary. Here you will find the birds. And where is it? Is it the Karnataka? We just also learned one more name of Karnataka. Uh, Karnataka National Park. Can you tell me the name of that national park? What was the name of the Karnataka National Park that we just read? It was, I'm sure we had read that further. Yeah, here is it. Mysore, Karnataka. That is Bandipur National Park. Is located in Karnataka. Next, Madhav National Park. It is at MP. If you notice that most of the important national parks are located in the MP, and here Madhav also located in MP. How many till now we have learned about national park that located in MP? So this is let's revise once. Kanha National Park, that's based on Mowgli film. Where Mowgli film is actually based on Kanha National Park. And next, we just learned about Page National Park, which is also located in MP. Next is Madhav National Park, located in MP. Okay, next Sundarban, that's very famous for tigers and tigers there. Asiatic, Bengal tigers there. Next is Vedanthangal Bird Sanctuary. That's again, here is a bird already mentioned. That's for bird in Tamil Nadu. Wild Ace Sanctuary, Little Run of Kutch, Gujarat is a location. What we can find there, wildest. If it's wild S sanctuary, then of course we will get at least wild S, wolf, nilgai, and chinkara. Chinkara is something different concept here, and also wild S as well. Wolf is also something different species that we can only find at Gujarat. Next is Mahatma Gandhi National Marine Park. Here it is located in Andaman and Nicobar, Vandoor, Port Blair. And what are the species that we will found there in Andaman Nicobar is turtle, crocodile, coral reef, sea pans, shark, moral eels, and manta. All right. So here about the national parks. Let's now discuss more about that. Here we have just learned about the most important national parks, and we must kept it into consideration that which of the what are the most important. And now we will let's see at class what are the national parks and sanctuaries. These national parks are the area in which is strictly reserved for the protection of wildlife, like forestry grazing or cultivation is prohibited there. And till date, 103 national parks were there, but now it is added, added to 106. Means it's reached to 106. Now, what is a sanctuary? A sanctuary is an area which is reserved for the reservation of animals only. Only animals can be found there. Here, harvesting of mm, timber, collection of forest products, and private ownership rights are permitted. All right. There are at present 531 sanctuaries in India. Means no one can easily go and cut down the trees. They have to take permission from the government to take products from there. But the sanctuary is also only reserved for the animals. But here, national parks, no chances of permission as well. Next is Project Tiger. To save the tigers from extinction in India, Project Tiger was launched in 1st April 1973. The project planned create tiger reserves in selected areas of the country. Out of 634 national parks and sanctuaries, 48 have been selected for this project. Project Elephant to protect wildlife and elephant population. Project Elephant had been launched in the 8th plan, though it officially began in the financial year 91-92. The real work for demarcating elephant territory and an elephant census began in 93. As we already just know that elephants actually are rarely found in India. If we so if even if you notice in your states that rarely any elephant would be found there. A financial allocation of rupees 6.5 crores for the 8th plan period had been made towards the scheme. So important national parks and sanctuaries are given below. Project Tiger. To save the tigers from extinction in India, Project Tiger was launched on 1st April 1973. We have just read earlier. So the 8th plan was to promote elephants in 1992, but the Project Tiger was already came in 1973. Now, Papikonda National Park is in Andhra Pradesh, Rajiv Gandhi National Park, Andhra Pradesh, Sri Venkateshwar, Andhra Pradesh. Next is a new state that is just from few years back. So it's all about the Telangana state. What are the national parks that located in Telangana? Then that's Kasu Brahmananda Reddy, Mahavir Harina, Vanasthali National Park. I have even got the photos of the Telangana's Mahavir Harina Vanasthali National Park as well because it's related to the Mahavir. So I found lots of things about that as well. That there is a program that even goes even going on. Lots of programs actually taken in there, and I've watched and I've got reviews of there as well of Telangana, and it's have and so there is a plenty of reviews, and it's much better. It is 4.5 star. 4.5 star is minimum uh, given to Telangana's Mahavir Harinamana National Park. Now next. All right. Next is all about the MP. There will be few more national park that you will read now. We earlier discussed about few of the MP's national parks, just like Kanha, Madhav, and Pinch National Park. And now let's see what's new here. So here it is Van Vihar, Satpura, Sanjay, and Indra Priyadarshini. Indira Priyadarshini Pench National Park. So Pench National Park full name of the national park is Indira Priyadarshini. Next is Indra Sanjay Satpura Van Vihar. Van Vihar is already came into exam, and recently Van Vihar news came into current affairs, or just came into the news that ki, actually information come into the news that Gulabo, a slot beer, just get dead. She was 40 years old now, and whoever the visitor went there must it's a must that they will watch Gulabo there. A slot beer is very famous there. Even during the COVID pandemic, few news arises about the Gulabo as well. I guess we must check about the Gulabo, that who was she, and all about her at the One Vihar National Madhya Pradesh. Exactly, yes. And one more animal that just get dead in this 2022 year is a tiger that is dies just few months back. Do you remember the name of that animal? Wait, it's also from the very famous Madhya Pradesh National Park. Tiger, Kolar tiger. Colorist tiger, something name was like that. Wait a second. I might have noticed it down. Yeah, that was Page National Park. Yeah. Yes. So yes, it is that Page National Park. It was, yes, this one Page National Park where Kolar Valley tigress, who given birth to 29 kids uh, till her death. Now she's no more between us. She dies at Indira Priyadarshini Page National Park that is located at Madhya Pradesh. Next is, so we learned about the One Vihar National Park news as well, Priyadarshini Page National Park, and it's high. There is a higher chances that examiner might ask about the page and One Vihar, where is it, and the name of the animal as well. Next is Chandoli. All these six national parks found in Maharashtra. Let's know its name: Chandoli, Gugamal, Navegaon, Sanjay Gandhi, Tadoba, and Pench. But the gulabo that dies, it was from Madhya Pradesh. It's not that Pench National Park, Maharashtra. Next is Manipur's only national park, that is Kaibul Lamjao. Next is Nokrek and Balfakram National Park. We learned about the Balfakram National Park earlier, and Nokrek now we learned. Balfakram was the first, I guess we learned about that. Balfakram. Yes. Here is it. Second one, Balfakram. It is Garo Hills, where we saw about the new species, that is marble cat, red panda. That's only can be found at Meghalaya region. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, here is it. So Meghalaya's Balfakram we have just seen now. Now next is Nokrik National Park, Mul, which is also related to Meghalaya. Please don't be confused between Manipur, Meghalaya, and Mizoram national parks. Only Lam Jao is related to Manipur. Balfakram Nokrik is to Meghalaya. Mur Lane and Fangupui Blue Mountain is related to Mizoram. Next is only national park of Nagaland is in Taki. Odisha's Simlipal is important. Bhitar Kanika is also there in Odisha. Next is from Rajasthan. Sariska, Ranthambore, Mukundra Hills, Desert and Kaldev. Kaldev we have learnt earlier. Kaldev is also known by the name of Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary. So see, question comes something like that is where Kaldesh Park is located in, where is it located, and it's a famous species you need to tell them. So it is bird sanctuary, and its other name is Bharatpur. Kangje, Kanchenjunga National Park is at Sikkim. Kanchenjunga, of course, it is Sikkim. So Kanchenjunga is also National Park is located in Sikkim. Tamil Nadu's Mudumalai, Mukurti, Indira Gandhi, Annamalai, also known by the same name. Windy Gulf of Mannar, Marine, Bison, Clouded Leopard. Okay, sorry. Bison and clouded leopard related to Tripura, and all others was related to Tamil Nadu. Next is Dodhwa, that is UP. Gangotri, Govind, Jim Corbett, Nanda Devi, Rajaji, and Valley Flowers belongs to Uttarakhand. Gorumara, Bogza, Neora Valley, Singalai, Jal, Jaldapara, Sundarbans, Mahatma Gandhi. Except Mahatma Gandhi, we just learned earlier that it is located in Andaman, and the Sundarban we also read about that it is in West Bengal. Now the left 4 5 is in West Bengal. That is we learn that we read, and it's new in our vocabularies and understanding. Sorry, knowledge. Next is Telangana's national park is Rugavani National Park. Arunachal's Namdapha we learned earlier. Moaling is also in Arunachal. Assam's Kaziranga Manas Naveri Rajiv Gandhi. That is Rajiv Gandhi Aurang. And before that we learned about the Rajiv Gandhi was related to, there's one more Rajiv Gandhi is. See it not comes. तो संजय नेशनल पार्क है, संजय गांधी भी है, बट राजीव गांधी नहीं है, संजय गांधी राजीव गांधी, दैट इज राजीव गांधी और नॉट संजय गांधी. नेक्स्ट इज वाल्मीकि इज इन पहाड़. छत्तीसगढ़ हैं इंद्रावती, कंगे, गुरु घासीदास. नेक्स्ट इज गोवाज भगवान महावीर, मोलेम नेशनल पार्क. नेक्स्ट इज ब्लैकबक गिर, मैरन एंड वसदा आर इन गुजरात. कालेसर सुल्तानपुर आर इन हरियाणा. सुल्तानपुर के ऊपर तो मूवीज भी बनी है. सुल्तान एक बंदर का नाम भी रह चुका है, मूवी भी आ चुकी है इस पे एज इन स्पोर्ट्स. पिन वैली, ग्रेट हिमालय, इंद्रकिला, खीर गंगा, सिम्बाब्रा आर इन हिमाचल. दचिगम हैमिस, किश्तवाड़, सलीब आर इन जम्मू कश्मीर. बेतला झारखंड. ओके, झारखंड का हमने को देखा था, हजारीबाग भी देखा था. और झारखंड का हमने एक और देखा था, इफ यू रिमेम्बर, देयर इज अ हजारीबाग एंड पखल. No, it is Palamu. Pakhal Radio Telangana, but Jharkhand, Palamu is also there in Jharkhand. Next. Bandipur, Bannergad, Kundarmukh, Nagarhole. Nagarhole is very important. Anshi are in Karnataka. Eravikulam, Mathiketa, Periyar. Periyar we learned earlier. Silent Valley, very important. Anamudi, Shola, Pamda, Dum, Pambadum are in Kerala. Ampe is Bandhavgarh, Kanha, Madhav, Mandla, and Panna are some of the national parks. Next, few islands national parks. Middle Button Island, Andaman Nicobar. All these are related to Andaman. Middle Button, Mount Harriet, North Button, Rani Jhansi, Saddle Peak, very important. South Button, Campbell Bay National Park and Galati National Park. Here are few images from. Can you tell me where is it? I'll give you a homework. Here the capital Hyderabad is also written. Answer is actually written here in at the last. Mahavir Harina Vanasthali National Park. Location. Can you just tell me where is it located and what is it famous for? What are the famous species found there? Here are few pics that I've got about the Mahavir uh, dedicated name national park. A real Gyan is one who does not harm any creature. Environment Education Center. And here it's written in some is Tamil language. Sorry, so it's in Telangana, then it must be something else too. Next, I really love the idol here. I just learned that why the name Mahavir actually added. So I come to know that on the 500th anniversary of the of Mahavir's Nirvan, then this park was named after the Mahavir names. Okay, so that's all for the today's video. Let's take a glimpse of this again as well. If you want to get a screenshot, then you may. If there is any doubt or if you want something video at something different topics, then you also can do comment below. Thank you so much for watching the video.